Hello friends, thank you for joining me again. My name's Auntie Pat. Today we'll be making a flavourful and adventurous chili con carne, a staple dish around the UK. Many families love to eat this. A thing to remember though is chili con carne can be very spicy, so please, if you will add chilies, be extremely careful with their preparation. Wear latex gloves and never touch your face. Add chili to your taste. If it's better for you, use a small amount of dried chili flakes. But I will also say, if you haven't got gloves, please make sure that the last thing you touch, as well as when you're prepping, that should be the very last thing, no matter what. Make sure that you've got a washing up bowl ready with water in. Clean the board down, clean your knives down, make sure your hands are clean. That way you won't hurt yourself if you forget, you scratch your face or touch your skin elsewhere. Otherwise you will get burnt and it's not very, very nice at all. We will be handling raw meat. Although minced beef is much safer to handle when raw, please make sure you wash hands and surfaces after the preparation. Anyway, we'll get on with this, and I hope you all had a good week and are now looking forward to a leisurely weekend. So I'm going to start by chopping my onion. And in this dish, I really do like red and white onion, brown onion, whichever you want to call it. And all I literally do with mine is just slice it down. Thinly or as thickly as you like. You know, the choice is yours. If you know something that you add to chili that makes it so tasty, please get in touch with us. We really would love your feedback, as it helps. It really does help. Then we know we're catering for the right people. Do you know, when I was younger, I used to be able to do this 90 to the dozen. But as I've got older, I've got more cautious. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, I had a word with myself. I looked in the mirror and said, no mess, no mistake. So if it goes a little awry, can you forgive me? What I'd also like to say is, sometimes you haven't always got what you think are the right ingredients. But hey ho, there's usually something you could put in to do whatever. This week, for instance, I hadn't got enough in the way of bell peppers. So what I've decided to do is we'll add sweet corn. It's not a bad thing to add. I think you like it just as much. And I do also know that chili and chocolate are a marriage made in heaven. I couldn't believe it when somebody told me about this. I thought, oh my God, not chocolate. But it works. It really, really does work. Put that to one side now, and then we'll go to our carrots. It's just literally slicing them down. It's not a problem. The other thing is, I like to use, mainly for the convenience, boiling the bag rice, and most stores cover that these days. So it's a case of just going in and seeing which is stored, you know, what they have in store. If you haven't already visited it, why don't you visit our shop, where you'll find quality goods, nice cheap prices. And you'll find us at auntiepatskitchen.co.uk. Please visit. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Right, we've got our onion, carrot, that would be chopped, which is the garlic. Now, this is something a little bit controversial. I know I have a lot of flavours, and you're going to see in a minute. But for me, and probably for you, a little shop zone chili preparation to go in with everything. And to me, it just really makes it. I don't know why. I've tried all ways and every way, but it just seems to work for me. So if it works for you, then please use it. Depends on how much flavour as well you like in your food. And you look and you think, But, right, now I'm going to chop up our garlic. And this is homegrown, easiest thing in the world. Just get a couple of pots, something like that, and get your cloves, and then plant them in October time and let them overwinter, and you'll have your own come spring. End of May, June, you'll have your own lovely, lovely garlic. And the funny thing is about this garlic is I've always found it quite sticky. And I'm not sure if there are sugars or whatever in that, but whatever it is, it works for me. Right, we're just going to prepare our peppers now. And all I had left in my fridge was a whole yellow pepper and half of the green pepper. What I'm doing is trying to keep the harder vegetables, such as the celery and the carrots. I always think that it's better if you burn your mince off and then start and add, as you will see. I hope I'm not making it too difficult for anybody. We want you to get the best. Right, now we're going to just prep our sweet corn. Thing is with sweet corn, you can use tin, it doesn't really matter. But because I've got something to use up, I'm going to use it. And if we just very, very carefully, she says, how old am I and I still cut my thumb? Dear, dear, dear. Right, now in with the bad piece. Bad for your health, bad for your skin, but hey ho. What I'm now doing is taking out the seeds and the membranes, because that makes it blimmin' hot. And heaven forbid. Right. So I'll leave that bit there because that's enough to add more chili. Just see if you can just mince it down a bit. And if you are going to do this, make sure your fingers are away from the blade edge. Again, with the tip of the knife, be aware of your fingertips because they're awfully useful. Oh, I can say I am at the moment. If there's anybody out there who knows what they're doing, can they please tell me how to get over the nerves? It would be very, very useful. Now we'll go over to the cooker and add all the magic ingredients. You can follow me. Right, let's get this recipe together. We're going to brown our mince. If it'll come out the bowl. And we'll give that a little bash down. Just put a bit more heat under that. That'll get that really going now. In this case, being patient. There we go, that's starting to brown nicely. We've got that browning nicely. These bottles are brilliant. Where they're insulated, you can either put a hot drink in them, or in my case, it's water. And when you put your cold water in, it does stay cold. I'm absolutely amazed at these things. Brilliant. We're now going to add our vegetables. And starting with the onion and whatever. There's two types of onion in here. There's a red onion and a white onion, brown onion, whichever you want to call it. And I've also got in there the chili, the bell pepper that I've prepared. We'll just put the heat up a bit. We've got our sweet corn and carrot we're going to add. All these things make it taste brilliant. And you're only at this stage, you're only sauteing as the hardness of some of the vegetable will be cooked out once we've added everything. Here's our celery and our garlic. And we'll now add our spices. Approximately a teaspoon of smoked paprika, or however your definition is. And then we'll add oregano. In that goes a teaspoon of. What have we got hidden behind here? Marjoram. I think before we have much more, I should give it a bit of a stir. And there's our ground coriander, a teaspoon of. it might also be a good idea at this stage to add bay leaf or 2 bay leaves or whatever you can grab. And you know they are the most easiest things to grow. Don't ask me how we do it, but ever since we've lived here, bay leaves are in abundance. You smell it coming out. And we're going to add a teaspoon of cumin. And here we go. This is where we could really do with smelly vision. At this stage, we'll add some red wine. What I will say is, if you've got a youngster that is cooking this, please make sure there's adult supervision. We all know what a thing alcohol is. Now, before we have it, it'd be a good idea to light the gas. And let's get the pan really hot. And then what will happen is, when the alcohol's added, it will, if you cook it out for a few minutes, it will cook out the wine, the alcohol, the wine. So we'll just get that really hot. Look at that sizzle. Now we'll just cook it out. And we'll let that go for a few minutes. Right, we'll add our kidney beans. And incidentally, there are kidney beans you can get that have got a chili sauce mixed in with them. They're great. I've used them before, never had a problem. And I panicked when I was sorting out my ingredients because I thought I didn't have any. But when I went through my store cupboard, I found some. We're looking quite colourful. Now we'll add a tin of tomatoes. Just straightforward, no messing about. Get those stirred in. Although I'm still nervous, but I feel a bit more confident than I have done. But then as I keep telling you, I'm old. This is me. Right, that's looking good. Now in here I've got a stock cube, about a pint of water. That's all gonna get ready to be put into our pot. There. That's looking pretty good. And as I've said, I have no qualms whatsoever about using a packet of sausage, packet of chili sauce. It just seems to add that something. Don't ask me why or how. It just seems to work. And then we'll just bring all this together. let it all come up to the boil. So there it is. And all I can say now is make, eat, enjoy, and come back to Auntie Pat's kitchen next week when we'll have something new for you to try. Thank you so much for watching. Please, again, visit our shop. Please share, subscribe, and like. There you go. It's been really nice cooking for you all again. Thank you for your cooperation and your love. It means such a lot. Thank you.